Ever since I started producing and performing in online videos, audience members have been asking me to release style tutorials. I thought I'd take it one step further and create a series that explores fashion, beauty, hair, and skincare from a more informational, accessible, and relatable level. Today, I'm going to be exploring all the different types of basic hair products that you can use at home. This is stylish. Oh, hello.
Hey, Lee, what's going on?
It's a rare sight for the audience to see my hair without product, so
this is what it looks like.
this is what it looks like.
I'm David Dang, I'm a hairstylist. I've been styling Eugene's hair for 6 years. I think that's the duration of our friendship so far, right?
Oh, it's our hairversary.
Yes.
You've also transformed two of the other Try Guys for the better.
I did.
If anyone can look back and remember how Zach and Ned looked in previous videos, this is the man responsible for giving them a fresh new look.
Each person has their own hair journey. We've tried like almost every product under the sun.
Every product. My hair is a whore for product. I want to make sure that when we start doing these style videos, that this feels like something that a friend is referring to you.
Right. So we're gonna do 3 different types of looks.
We have cool, warm, and hot. You go from ease to difficulty, generally wetter look to drier looks, manually to more mechanical applications like a blow dryer.
With your hair, it's so unique because it's coarse, it's textured, it's definitely not fine.
You're gonna see these products used on my type. If you have a different type of hair, there's other great videos out there to help educate about what you can do there. For the purposes of this video, I am the test hair dummy. So we're gonna start with our first category of styles, the cool looks.
So when you're doing cool looks, it's all about time management. It's something that's easy. It's kind of like, let's do this really quick and get out of here. With manipulation, it's only gonna be manual. So that means you're either gonna use your hands or you're just gonna use a comb.
They'll probably end up looking a little wetter.
Let your hair down, put 1 or 2 products in, and then just go. So we're starting with the classic side part. It's a hard part from left to right or right to left, and then you're going to be able to wet the hair down starting as a base. And the reason why you want to wet the hair down is so that you can manipulate where your hair is going to lie. I would not recommend using conditioner at all because conditioner has oil in it and it's going to add more weight into your hair. So you want to kind of already manipulate that side part, whether you want left to right, right to left. So what I'm going to use today is a gel.
I just feel like every guy started with gel. Why did we start with gel? Maybe because it was the cheaper stuff in the aisle?
One, it's the 99-cent gel.
Yeah. Bubbly and pink or
Kind of look cool.
green. I just feel like every guy has that experience with gel.
I don't know why it's a tub. But usually those gels, just to let you know, have alcohol in them, which is drying to the hair. So if you're looking in the back of an ingredient and the first thing says alcohol, you should run.
I would grab anything that said alcohol as its first ingredient.
So you always want to use anywhere from a dime to a quarter size. You warm up the products in your hands, and the reason why I say warming up the product is because if the product is a paste, so that it's more pliable to the hair. So you want to just kind of move it really quickly through the hair while it's still wet. Do not let the hair dry. Once the hair dries, the product soaks up right away. But once the hair is wet, it dissipates, so it spreads throughout the entire hair. So sometimes what people do mistakenly is they do this.
Oh, you see that all the time.
And so when they do that, what's happening is that they're getting it just on top of the hair. They're not getting inside the hair.
You want to get it at the base.
To add into your hair wardrobe is you want to add combs, right? This is like man's best friend. Fine tooth versus like a little bit wider.
Every guy has this comb, right? Or every guy's bought this comb. And then I never use it.
So when you're doing the classic side part, what I generally tell people to do is that you're gonna use the finer side of the comb. With Eugene, he has a layered look. So what you wanna do is kind of combine the layers together. If you look here, Eugene has a couple like flyaway hairs around the hairline. You just take your comb, you're gonna put it down, right? Kind of like you're painting. And then you're gonna take this and you're gonna go back and put it more into the hair.
Oh, it's just like a paintbrush.
Yeah. So
it's just water, gel, and a comb.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take your daughter out for dinner. So what's the second cool look we're gonna show the audience today?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a wet tousled look. Sounds very cool, doesn't it? No? Usually anybody who wants that faux texture or somebody who has textured hair and doesn't really know what to do with it because it's either unruly, kinky, whatnot. Some of the products I like to use is something called a gel mousse. Gel mousse is kind of for the gel aspect of the hold and the mousse aspect for the volume, the expansion portion.
So gel mousse gives you the lift of mousse
and the hold.
But the hold of gel.
So what you're using here, so once again, what you're doing is you're going through the entire hair and when the hair is wet. This is called Gold Mine from Dry Bar, and this is one of my favorite things. Anywhere the light touches, it'll kind of mirror it and give that shadow look. It'll give like the contour for the hair. So,
so you're Kardashianing my hair.
Basically.
This is our Kardashian hair product.
Yes. What you can do besides contouring is you can cocktail.
It's mixing products.
Mixing products together in your hand. So I'll do like 3 to 5 pumps in here. So now it's shimmery.
Yeah.
That reflective and refractive light.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll put all that into the hair again. This is just gonna take a little bit more time than what we did before. We're gonna section the sides off really quickly.
Oh, so the top stays loose.
Yes.
And the sides go flat.
This is correct. I'm gonna take section per section and just tousle it. I'm twisting it from front to back. Okay, so this is basically what Eugene looks like when we just let it dry naturally.
It feels like you're parting me right to left now.
Yeah.
So my natural part goes left to right.
Yeah.
So if you part against your natural part, you actually get more volume because your hair follicles are fighting against the way it usually lays down.
You'll just take a little bit of a lighter hairspray. You can take your bottle without your hands and just pull down any of the frizz.
What are you doing with the bottle?
I know, you're pulling down any of the frizz.
The bottle is both a product and a tool.
Yeah, so you can take individual strands that have already dried to give it additional texture when it dries.
My hair doesn't look straight anymore, does it?
No.
Sorry, Mom.
Textured bag.
Not so straight anymore, Mom. Okay, so now we're moving into our warm hairstyle.
A combination of both manual and mechanical. Time is gonna be a lot more than what you did before. The third style we're gonna do in Eugene is a textured wave. With Eugene's type of hair, he has that coarse texture. He can achieve the volume with product. So when you're using mousse, it's to kind of fill in space where there is no space. So we'll use this lighter mousse to gain the body and the volume. You wanna use a little bit of a sea salt spray or a texture spray inside your hand. So sea salt spray, what it does, or clay spray, is it kind of gives that grip and grit back into the hair. It's kind of like if you were coming out of the beach, you kind of feel like, okay, there's sand in there. You know, when you're like, I can't go past a certain point. That's exactly what it is.
So this is mousse and sea salt spray.
And this is all prior to mechanical manipulation.
Look how fun your bow dryer is.
I know, it speaks volumes. So you want to get it 60% dry before starting to use a brush into the hair. So you want to tousle it back and forth. So what I'm using is a round brush, and the reason why I'm using a round brush is to achieve the volume. So you want to elevate as your process goes. You're creating lines when you're sectioning. I like to break up the line by either blow drying over those lines again or putting my fingers through it, just kind of break it up. So the mousse kind of gave you, if you can look right here in your roots, it kind of gave you that bounce. I'm going to use a light, dry, textured spray. Spray really quick across. So pomade's where you're gonna manipulate the hair, and pomade is like a cross between glaze and a little harder than gel. But as you can see, you don't need that much. You always wanna start out in the back because just in case you have any of this loose pomade that you didn't warm up in your hand, it will get into the front. I'm gonna use a little bit of the mousse again. So you're using the mousse both on dry and wet hair. And you're just going in individually and texturizing the hair. And again, any flyaways, you can use hairspray.
This is the textured wave. It's a warm hairstyle, so it means that we did some more work to it, but it still looks natural. How long do you think it would take for someone to do this style?
Anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending upon how much hair you have. You can either blow dry the hair at night to style and get it ready, and then you could do the texturing tomorrow morning. For me, like, cause I have finer hair, but a lot of it, I could probably take half of the time you have.
So the thinner hair you have, the shorter time you need. But now we're going from a wave to a swept back.
A lot of people don't think that they can pull their hair back. I want to kind of like break that down.
So we're doing the swept back, and we literally just made up the names for these.
Don't think that you're like looking it up, but these are things that we decided to make up. We're gonna do left to right, right to left, kind of getting that volume back in the hair, and then we're gonna use our round brush to add in the volume through a manual manipulation.
So we're gonna do the same hair drying thing?
Yes. We're gonna use our texture spray again.
Everyone tends to spray or apply it on top of their hair. You're getting to the roots of the hair.
It's the root of the problem.
Think about it that way.
We're gonna do the cream. So a hair cream is light, so it's not a pomade. Pomade is a little bit thicker. It's gonna put things into place. So this is almost like frizz taming. We're not trying to achieve volume. We're trying to achieve sleekness. And then this one here is our recurl. So it's a curl activator. It gives that moisture back, that hydration back, but it can also be dubbed as like a cream. I'm going ahead and putting the sides down because Eugene has boxy Asian hair. So what we're gonna do here is use hairspray to kind of like top it all off. So once again, you can use the bottle to kind of achieve any of the sleekness that you want. Spray the comb, and then you can run that through. Little cream, it takes a little bit more effort. The heat is there, but the heat isn't on yet. I think it should take you honestly like 15 minutes.
Finally, we are now at the hot styles. These are things that are a little more time intensive, require more mechanical tools.
This would be something like you're going out on a date, generalize it and put special occasion. We're gonna be using hot tools to enhance the look a lot more. I normally associate hot stylings with volume, texture, waviness, curl coif.
Curl coif, yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna use mousse again. So this is called Mousse Forte by Sebastian. So this is one of my favorite mousses. We're gonna use this all over the hair. This is a root lifter, Kenra's root lifter.
So it helps your hair stand up.
Yeah, your hair's gonna be erect.
Oh.
You section the hair and we just spray it really quickly into the root. I like to spray things quickly because the longer you take, the more you're just putting the product in one area. You need to spread that product around. So this is actually just setting up the base for any type of hair. So with women, if they have longer hair, they love the height right here without doing the teasing. So this is giving them that same look. But now, since we've turned the dial of the heat up, we're gonna have to use a heat protectant. The reason why is because once you start using the heat tools or the mechanical manipulations, such as just a blow dryer, you're using anywhere from 350 degrees to 425 degrees in your hair.
Oh my God, you could bake a pie on your head.
Or a turkey. So this heat protector actually works off of 450 degrees. So you can use this on dry or wet. Just section, we'll go ahead and spray, section, spray, section, spray. Use protection.
The heat protectant is a condom for your hair, and the blow dryer is a diseased dick.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about, because there are curly men out there, this is a diffuser. You have a concentrator, which is what usually comes with a blow dryer, right? So anybody who has curly or textured or wavy hair, use this diffuser along with any of your products. And that's gonna either enhance and distribute the heat and enhance the look even more in your curls. So what I like to do is I like to use a flexible hairspray to kind of prime the hair. So a lot of people know how to do makeup, use a primer. This way, you don't, it's kind of like primer for the hair. I like to curl away from the face for volume purposes, because gravity is not our friend. You always want to curl away from the face. What I like to do with the back is go into different directions. If the hair curls, front always goes away from the face, but the back always goes in different directions, because then the curl's pushing the other curl up. So it's like helping each other up, holding curl friends.
Curl friends. Wow.
So what I'm doing is I'm breaking up the lines, kind of like what we did with blow drying, right? But with our hands and the flexible polymer. Once we do this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a clay.
Clay.
Yes,
I've been waiting for this.
We're gonna clay all day. I like to use matte stuff because I have dark hair. So once I put this into your hair, it kind of gives that textured tousle look.
This is the strongest hold thing we're using in the video.
Yes, the strongest of the hold as far as like putty, clay, things like that.
But there really is a product for every type of hold you're looking for. So for our second hot look and the final style we're showcasing today, we're actually gonna treat it as if this is the second day of styling for me.
Recommended, you should wash your hair anywhere from only 2 to 3 times a week. The reason why is because your scalp, there's an overproduction of sebum, which is oil, our natural oils. Every time you wash your hair, you get oil production the moment you dry your hair.
So we have the hair cocktail that we just used in my curl coif, and it's as if I just woke up the next day, I don't need a shampoo, and I wanna add onto it and create a new hot look. So our final style,
yes,
we're calling
high and dry.
Because we're already so dry, we're not working off of wetted hair, and we're just gonna show you how you can build something amazing out of products that are already in there.
Well, nothing. So we're gonna put this all over the hair, and it's okay to use on the second day too, you guys. We're also gonna use hairspray to prime the hair, just to kind of protect it. You can do it in sections, or you can do it like this.
So people can actually put hairspray in at any point during their hair process.
Yeah.
Because most people save it for the end.
You can use it on dry.
They think it's like a laminate.
We're gonna start out with our curling iron.
Big thing saying about products is we're telling you a lot of things that we've discovered and that he knows from his years of training, but you're gonna kind of come up with your own ways and methods of using these products that best serve your needs.
Right, this is just a guide, you guys. This isn't like the end all be all.
Yeah.
Again, like no one has Eugene's hair. Okay, so we've set your hair. So this is kind of what it looks like when it's curled, right? And we're just gonna kind of comb through it.
We're going for volume.
Yes, before I use teasing techniques, I always like to use the lightest form of a pomade.
Hair powder.
Yeah, so it's hair powder, but it's almost technically a pomade. If you want to think about it as like grated cheese. You can either defrizz the hair, you can volumize the root.
Oh my God.
It's like fairy dust. It's melting into the hands. So it's like heat activated at the same time. I'm gonna section Eugene's hair out and I'll use it just at the root. What I like to call the tease without the tease.
So how is this different from root lifting spray?
So root lifting spray is used on wet hair, right?
Oh.
Texture spray is used on dry hair, so it's spray form.
And this should be used on dry hair.
Yes. Yeah. So if you see what's happening is I'm using it on sections of his hair to kind of build that volume again. So after you use your powder, you're gonna see this completely voluminous look. So what we're using is a manual manipulation. So we're using a comb and we're just gonna go through his hair at the root and just kind of lightly tease it. After we finish teasing, we're gonna do a bolt spray, a high hold spray. So again, I spray the comb just to get some of the flyaways down because pictures are forever. Don't go straight directly into the hair, kind of stay back because if you're doing it straight into the hair, you're pretty much gonna get one spot that's gonna be lacquered all the way. You wanna go with a shine look. So I use Kenra's Shine Spray. I really truly like this.
Yeah, because you use the Gold Mine Shine Cream in the second look.
With the mirror technology.
So this is the same thing just in a spray.
Yes. The reason why I'm choosing to use a spray, and you could probably see it transform on camera already, is so that we can show how fast it changes with just like a couple shots. Again, this is not a look probably you're gonna rock every day, but this is just another option for a second day look. Yeah.
Great.
Voila.
So what do you want to say to people out there who are interested in starting their hair journey?
Don't be shy to do any type of research. So just type in hairstyles for fine hair, hairstyles for round faces, right? What I also recommend is someone you trust who's gonna guide you through your hair journey. You gotta go to a hair stylist, interview them like they're interviewing you, and then start out with the basic tools.
And just remember that everyone is on their own unique hair journey, and this is just for us to give you a guide.
Very basic.
A guide to become more stylish.
I'm having a great time. Oh.